With over 200 tribes, cultures and traditions, Nigeria, the most populous black nation, indeed is the biggest music export of the continent. Wow, that's the way to welcome you to the maiden edition of the show, My Music on Television. My name is K9 and I'll be right back, don't go away. Wow, I'm so excited and it's good to welcome you back. It's still the show, My Music on Television. On this first edition, we have a wonderful artist that has been everywhere. He's creative. I don't want to bore you so much. You know what? You sit back and watch the show, and after then you tell me everything that you have learned. Be right back, don't go away.
My name is Asu Ekiye, popularly known as the Prince of the Niger Delta. I am from Bayelsa and Delta States, Ijaw-speaking part of the Niger Delta. I trained as an accountant from the UST, University of Science and Technology, and also practiced in a firm of chartered accountants. And I also had a stint with public admin. I left accounting to read public admin and read it to a point where I can practice public admin. I've been in this country for a while. I am not a young man. I'm above my 40s and 50s, and I believe that this is the country where I come from, and I need to be making deliberate input for societal development. So actually, I'm involved in music as a career, and then also involved in politics as an aspiration to better the society, and then into businesses and things like that. So that's where I come from. My music journey actually started in my days in the university in Port Harcourt. It was like a passion. It was like what you do as a talent, talent that you just want to express, It's not something you want to do as a career or as an occupation, but somehow it turned out to be something that became a major part of my life. Back then in USA, I was in NIFES. I used to, a point came when all the instrumentalists graduated. I was then in year 3. And when all the instrumentalists graduated, I just felt, wow, why don't I take up the challenge to learn the keyboard? So when others went on holidays, I didn't go on holidays. I stayed back, and the state secretaries began to learn keyboard, and then the beginning point of so many things that happened. And that's how I graduated from there. I came out of the university, finished youth service, became music director in different churches, and then from there developed a talent, released a song that became a hit, and that's how the whole thing started.
Make some noise! Knock it out!
Father, you do well, Lord. You do well. You do well. Jehovah Jireh, you do well, Lord. You do well. Father, you do well, Lord. You do well. You do well.
Come this way.
Jehovah Jireh, you do well, Lord. You do well.
Music is a hodgepodge of traditional high life and some elements of hip hop, some elements of R&B infused in. That's why I call it a hodgepodge, and some people call it hip life, but definitely it's a combination of a lot of ingredients, but it's derived from the traditional Niger Delta rhythms of the Niger Delta people. Music industry in this country has grown in leaps and bounds. We are not where we were when we started music. The secular music is already, Afrobeat is taking over the world, and it's very exciting to see Nigerian arts in the US, in UK, in different parts of the world, filling up capacities, halls of entertainment and the rest of them. I think that to that extent, Nigerian music has grown. Gospel music has actually grown. We were not where we used to be. Gospel music is a popular brand now in the country, but gospel music has not grown internally because there have not been a proper industry to project gospel music, and because there are no standards. Copyright standards are not respected. And Nigeria is where copyrights are infringed recklessly, and you don't have the right to challenge whoever infringed your copyright. They will tell you it's a gift, free gift from God. While you challenge it, it's a crime to steal somebody's music and record it and use it in any form without permission. That's why, as the president of FOGMON, which is the Fellowship of Gospel Music Ministers of Nigeria, we are collaborating with the Copyright Society of Nigeria and try to secure the rights of people, the patents of people, so standards can be expressed and standards can be practiced. I have always said that there is no music industry. There's only music practitioner. An industry is where people build future on. When you say you have an industry, people work in that. People get royalties. People get retirement benefits. Till date, Bob Marley still feeds from his songs. The family of Bob Marley, not Bob Marley particularly, the family of Bob Marley still feeds from his songs, from his patent. And because there's a structure. But here we have the survival of the fittest. There are no recording labels. In fact, as of gospel music, we don't really have recording labels like it's credible recording labels. People just come and record songs, and if it hits, it becomes popular. Wow! You just start accepting invitations, and you're on your own. If the music is no longer popular, you're in bad shape, and that is not supposed to be what happens in an industry. But the secular music is quite different from ours, because they have been able to do things that the gospel music has not dreamt of. So I think that to that extent, they are quite ahead of us, and they are making a lot of impact, and we are also making an impact because Nigerian arts, Nigerian musicians have getting global attention. One of them is Sinanj. Sinanj Waymaker is a global song. It's a song from Nigeria. It's in our time. So I think that to that extent, we have progressed beyond where we were. Music is a melodic and rhythmic contraption that expresses the beauty of humanity and then expresses life in all its ramifications and give expression to man's intent and man's internal thinking that is expressed in words and in rhymes and in every form of melody, and people enjoy it, and people is a part of humanity.
Nana we me a bibo, how kilo pere. Yeah, banana we me a bibo, how kilo pere. Nana we me a bibo, how kilo pere. Yeah, banana we me a bibo, how kilo pere. Sing the song, say, hey. Nana we me a bibo, yeah. Yeah, go. This song says, join me to praise him for the things he has done for me. Join me to praise him. Is anybody here to join me today? Come on, help me testify, bro. For everything you've done, I praise you. I praise your name. For all the battles won, I will sing your praise. My life is for my life. You changed my life. You turned my life. You made me whole again.
If laws are enforced, if laws can bite in this country, then it will be able to deal with the viral effect of piracy and copyright infringement. And if from that point, structures can be erected that will benefit the industry and create a proper industry in the country. And so I think to that extent, we can develop from where we are to really have a recording industry. You see, somebody asked me, you are creative, but why gospel? And I said, it's gospel because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I'm a gospel person, and I can't be expressing my creativity in an arena that is outside the gospel, because I believe that I have a mission and a mandate to use music as a medium of communication. Creativity is to use your internal capacities and create musical genre, musical expression, or even outside the musical genre that will be admired, but something that people can make reference to and enjoy. But you can be creative without being spiritual. There is a dichotomy between creativity and spirituality. Spirituality is when you are creative in a spiritual dimension, when you are able to package your creativity in the arena of spirituality, and people enjoy your creativity in spiritual dimensions. But you can also be creative without being spiritual, and that's what we see in society today. My highest point is when I was the most sought after artist in the industry. And my lowest point, I won't call it lowest, just that you don't have that excitement as you used to when you see that the level of demand for you dropped at a time. But that has changed, because right now I have been all over the place, so at a point the demand dropped, so you just feel unwanted. But I'm excited about music, whether there is money or not. I was doing music when there was no money, so it's just a gift. I like expressing. I'm happiest when I'm expressing that gift on stage, and because I was consistent with expressing it in spite of the low moments, things just took a swing again, and I began to see myself being wanted, being desired all over the country and outside the country. And that's exactly how I can explain the lows and the highs. My name is Asu Ekiye, the Prince of the Niger Delta, and this is my music on television. Don't change that dial. Boom.
Wow, and that's our show for this week, the Maiden edition. Next week is another time. You know what? Keep a date with us. You want to know how? You too can be part of the show. You will say, how do I do that? It's simple. A WhatsApp number on the screen is all you need to select, nominate the artist of your choice. And that artist, by voting, will be on the show. Well, from all of us here, it's bye for now.